this is not a law-free zone. And I think that's clear from the prosecutions and sentencing. Today we're due sentencing for online behaviour. That's a reminder to everyone that whether you're directly involved or whether you're remotely involved, you're culpable and you will be put before the courts if you've broken the law. I do agree that we're going to have to look more broadly at social media after this disorder.
Picture this. You're scrolling through your social media feed, maybe sharing a funny cat video or commenting on the latest celebrity scandal. Suddenly, boom, the digital sheriffs got you. That's right, under Starmer's new directive, you could face prosecution just for posting or sharing content related to the recent riots across the UK, even if your intentions were as pure as the driven snow. Now, don't get us wrong. No one's advocating for chaos. But Starmer's move has folks wondering, where do we draw the line between maintaining order and stepping on free speech? And let's face it, nobody wants to be thrown in the slammer for retweeting a hashtag they thought was just a bit of cheeky banter.
That from the age of 5 years old, our kids in schools should be taught to spot extremism, to spot fake news and misinformation, and to use their powers of critical thinking to work out what's true and what's not.
Nigel Farage, the leader of Reform UK Party and professional pot stirrer, didn't take long to weigh in. According to him, the UK is turning into a digital dystopia faster than you can say Orwellian nightmare. Farage pointed out that while Starmer was once all about taking the knee during the Black Lives Matter protests, he's now cracking down on the very voices that cheered him on back then. It's like watching a plot twist in your favorite soap opera, except this time, the stakes are way higher. But it's not just about riots and retweets. Farage warns that Starmer's approach could pave the way for a more sinister agenda. Imagine kids in school being taught to sniff out so-called extremism and fake news, but with a little twist. Anything that questions the status quo could be labeled as dangerous. Suddenly, your innocent skepticism about climate change or immigration policies turns you into a social media outlaw. Cue the dramatic music.
Elon Musk has caught wind of this. He said, I think the reason Musk has been going for Starmer over the last week is he knows what the reaction is going to be.
Elon Musk, never one to sit quietly on the sidelines, caught wind of this and threw his 2 cents into the digital ring. Musk isn't exactly thrilled with the idea of social media becoming a police state, and he's not shy about saying it. After all, isn't social media supposed to be the last frontier of free speech, where you can question, challenge, and yes, even speculate without fearing a virtual handcuff? Farage and Musk's concerns aren't just idle chatter. The crackdown on social media in the UK has got everyone from armchair philosophers to professional conspiracy theorists buzzing. And let's be honest, the idea of being prosecuted for simply asking a question online is enough to make anyone think twice before hitting that post button.
That's the truth. Funnily enough, if they had told us the truth, the rioting would not have been anything like as bad as it was, and the authorities need to wake up to an online world. So yes, I am currently coming under a serious assault, and many of the campaigners on the left are publicly saying that I should be arrested simply for asking to know the truth about the murderer.
Let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Starmer's move might be aimed at preventing violence and maintaining order, but it also sets a potentially dangerous precedent. When the government starts dictating what you can and can't say online, where does it end? What happens when the next hot-button issue comes along? Will we all be walking on eggshells, terrified that our next tweet might land us in trouble? Farage draws a parallel with what happened in the US post-2020 election, where people were penalized for simply questioning the results. If asking questions is enough to get you into hot water, we're entering a scary new world where freedom of speech is just a quaint memory, like dial-up internet or MySpace profiles.
We may be talking in the wake of some pretty ugly, violent riots, but if that is used as an excuse for government and big social media companies to close down debates that they find inconvenient, then what price democracy?
So, where does this leave us? Are we headed towards a future where every post, every like, and every comment is scrutinized by the digital police? Or is this just a necessary step to prevent the internet from turning into a lawless land of misinformation and hate speech? One thing's for sure. The debate over free speech versus public safety is far from over. As we navigate these choppy waters, it's crucial to keep asking the tough questions. After all, isn't that what the internet was made for?